Welcome everyone to the next episode of Realms of Wicca. Okay, what we want to talk about in this episode is I have my high priestess here, Ivy Moon, with me, and what we want to talk about today is how Wicca is moving in, modern Wicca is moving into an accepted place in the societies of the world. I don't know how many of my viewers out there realize that we just had the World Parliament of Religions came together in Toronto, Canada at the first of this month. World leaders, what did you say? There was Ivy Moon attended representing our church, and how was that experience for you?
It was big. There was so many people there from everywhere. There was over 100 different faiths there,
Yeah.
over 10,000 people.
Wow.
From different religions and different backgrounds, not just the religion itself, but like the umbrella ones, there was ones from the different countries that
Right.
represented that same kind of religion.
Didn't you say about 10,000 people showed up? Wow.
Yeah, it was over 10,000 people.
They do that once every 4 years. The World Parliament of Religions calls all the world religious leaders together, and they get together to find a way that all religions can work together in unity and not bicker and fight so much. So it's a good thing.
To communicate and
yeah.
see where the problems are and the misunderstandings are, and to figure out where we can all come together and be one human group rather than each sect of people or religions.
All right. Now, this year, Ivy was there, like I said, and there were a lot of Wiccan and pagan groups and representatives there. I know we had the Aquarian Tabernacle Church with our Archpriestess Belladonna Laveau and Dusty Dion were there. A lot of members of the ATC Church in Index, Washington was there. Ivy was there from Southern Baptist Church of Wicca. There was Don Lewis from the Carillion tradition. Selena Fox was there with Circle Sanctuary.
Debbie from Beehive Coven was there.
Debbie Jeffries from Louisiana and the Beehive Coven. Oberon Zale with Call, he was there. There was a lot of pagan and Wiccan representation there this year.
Right.
And there were some other groups as well.
We had a couple hundred people there this year.
Yeah,
Versus,
I mean, she picked up some stuff that was there, stuff from Circle Sanctuary, and this is a group called Heathens Against Hate.
Yeah, there are some wonderful people to get to know, and they're really trying to take back what's theirs, like we do with Wicca and paganism. We're trying to get back to our roots, and they're trying to dispel all the misunderstandings about their religion as well, just like us.
Yeah, I know some of the heathen groups out there, what they're trying to distinguish, I believe what she was telling me, was that they're distinguishing themselves from the heathen path and the neo-Nazis that are calling themselves heathens out there. Some people are doing that. Yeah.
This was their symbol, but they will not take it back because it has so much pain and blood and hurt associated with it, like the word witchcraft for us. It's really hard. So they're trying to get all the misunderstandings about the symbols they use and the terms they use out into the open so that they can be a part of everything else and be heard.
So there was a lot of pagan Wiccan representation at the World Parliament of Religions this year, and that's a fantastic thing.
We need more, though.
Yeah, we need a lot more. I mean, you know, a lot more people going out there, and I know Belladonna from the ATC did her Demeter ritual there, and then there's a lot of workshops and different ones. She learned so much information.
On panels and stuff like that. We're trying to get it to where Wicca is a part of the overall traditions, because we're still want to to all the others. So we're trying to get ours equal to the rest of them that are there at Parliament.
And that's what we've been trying to do. That's what Southern Delta has been doing for the past 25 years. We're trying to get Wicca up on the equal scale with the other major faiths of the world. And it's coming to that. We're getting up there with that. One of the main themes that Bella, when she was at, she kept posting on Facebook a lot of stuff a lot of the workshops and stuff was being done. A lot of the focus was on climate change.
Oh yeah. It didn't matter what religion you went to. It doesn't matter what panel you went to. It didn't matter if it was neuroscience or it was the Native Americans. They all talked about climate change, about how nature doesn't need us, but we desperately need nature. So if we don't take care of it, we're not going to exist. You know, it's going to swallow us up. We're going to kill ourselves. And we need to be able to live in harmony with each other so that we can live in harmony with the earth and substance so it grows back instead of destroying it. So we can continue to live as a species, or we're just going to start all over again.
This is some of the stuff that Bella posted when she was out there, and I'll read some of her posts and stuff so you get an idea of what we're talking about. The climate crisis is in such an issue, they convened the Parliament early in an attempt to address the crisis. When in the beginning, all the world leaders were talking about the same thing. And Bella says, the Great Mother told us that she was giving her message to all of her prophets. And I've sat here at Parliament listening to one leader after another saying there is no more important issue than making our individual faith members understand that we are in a critical zone right now and lifestyles must drastically change. This is both terrifying and encouraging. Now, what you're talking about lifestyles, I believe all the world leaders there were saying that because corporations, the commercialized food industry and commercialized farming are using so many toxic poisons and chemicals out there that they're poisoning us as a people.
Well, not only that, the runoff water is poisoning our waters,
right?
And it's gonna get into the other fields and it gets into the other pollutes, the streams and stuff that people require to.
Right. Bella said, the truth is, our government has been sold to corporations who are making money off our food sources. The government is not going to address this climate crisis. So scientists community have turned to religious leaders for help.
Somebody's got to listen.
It's a climate crisis. Lifestyle choices must change immediately, and having a way to grow your own food is what the goddess has told us to do. My beloved people, this was her last message. I'm telling you what they are saying here at the Parliament. Do what you will be the whole of the law. Do what you will and own the consequences. Demeter told us to grow what we eat, be that animal or vegetable. The leaders here are encouraging drastic change to make greed immoral, to make not caring for the earth immoral, and allowing the suffering of others, including animals, immoral. This is the message I share that was received here today. Yes, every step you make helps, be it one meal or all your meals. Every tank of gas that saves, it helps. Every chemical you avoid, it all adds up. The important thing is to listen and do what you can to help. What you're hearing is that the world scientists are here appealing to the world religious leaders to help stop the imminent destruction of our planet. Do what you will with that. Yes, we're pagans, we're Wiccans. We're supposed to be the keepers of the earth. We're very high on being environmentalists. But what can we do to help change our lifestyles, the way we think, the way we live? Yes, it would be great if every pagan or Wiccan out there could grow their own food and raise their own animals, but we all can't do that. So what can the city urban pagans and Wiccans do? Well, little things. If you don't want to be a vegan and you don't want to be a vegetarian, how about cutting down one meal a week of meat? You don't have to just go completely out, but the power is in the hands of the corporations. The power is in the hands of the people that are making our food and taking care of our water and all this stuff. We put all the power in their hands. What the world leaders at the Parliament of Religions were saying, we got to take that power back into our hands.
Well, it's even small things like take bottled water, because I drink a lot of bottled water because I can't drink the regular water.
Right.
Taking that bottle of water and refilling it with like a big gallon of spring water instead of continuously buying the little bottles. Even that helps because you're not throwing that plastic.
You're not putting the plastic back into the environment. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
and that's one of the biggest things too. It wasn't just that we need to do this change; it's that we need to do this change now. There's no more time. We are out of time. The goddess is saying it. The Mother Earth is telling all the Native Americans this. All of the gods are telling their people, and we were hearing the exact same thing that Demeter was telling us, and that it's time now. They are crying out. The Mother Earth is crying out for us to help her, and there really isn't any more time. And there's all kinds of people, like the Green Faith people, the URI people, they're out there every day trying to make a difference and help. And there's all these groups that you can get in touch with, and
Right.
you can start your own thing. But every church, every person can have this interfaith part that goes beyond our little communities and really helps the whole environment, the whole country.
Right.
Helps everybody become one person, because we are all blood and bone. It doesn't matter what we look like, what we speak, we're all one person. If we can't get that out there, then there's really no hope for us.
And that was the message at World Parliament of Religions.
Yeah.
We're in a climate change crisis. We, the people, pagans, Wiccans, and all religions itself, and that was the purpose of the main focus of the World Parliament of Religions. All faiths coming together to try to figure out how can we fix this.
Yeah,
The scientists came to the world religious leaders and said, we need help.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just bring this video out to you on this episode to give you something to think about. You look down there, and we'll be posting on our Facebook page, Realms of Wicca, these different organizations and their websites that you can contact and get some help. So if you hadn't signed up on our Facebook page, Realms of Wicca, we got other stuff we put out there as well. Get on Facebook, like the page. We'll be posting a lot of stuff and some other information. So till next time, think about what we said today, and blessed be. And look for the next episode of Realms of Wicca.